Hello, our presentation is on Down syndrome and the qualities of Down syndrome. What is Down syndrome? Down syndrome is a genetic condition where a person is born with an extra copy of a chromosome 21, also called trisomy 21, caused by abnormal cell division during the development of the sperm cell or the egg cell. Typically, babies are born with 46 chromosomes, but with babies with Down syndrome, there's an extra copy of chromosome 21. This can cause both mental and physical challenges.
In meiosis, a cell divides to produce gametes containing 23 chromosomes. During fertilization, the gametes meet to form a fertilized egg containing a normal number of 46 chromosomes. An error in meiosis, called a non-disjunction event, causes a gamete to have an extra copy of chromosomes, and the resulting fertilized egg has a total of 47 chromosomes.
Characteristics. Characteristics of a Down syndrome person has flattened face, especially the bridge of the nose, almond-shaped eyes, small ears, short necks, small hands and feet, palmar crease on the hand, poor muscle tone and loose joints, shorter in height, tongues tend to stick out the mouth. Types of Down syndrome. The first type is trisomy 21. The second type is translocation Down syndrome. This occurs when an extra part of the whole chromosome 21 is present but is attached or translocated to a different chromosome rather than being separate chromosomes. Third type is mosaic Down syndrome. For children with mosaic Down syndrome, some of their cells have 3 copies of chromosome 21, but other cells have the typical 2 copies of chromosome 21.
Down syndrome risk factors. Advanced age of the parent contributing the egg and carrying the pregnancy. A sibling who already has Down syndrome. Advanced age of the parent contributing sperm, which is a mild risk factor. Being a carrier of the genetic translocation for Down syndrome, both men and women can carry the gene. Intellectual disability. People with Down syndrome have an IQ average of 50, with ranges between 30 and 70. They usually have a mild to severe cognitive impairment, and they might have specific challenges with attention span, verbal memory, and expressive language or communication. Early interventions are crucial to developing self-help skills.
Diagnostic testing. To test for trisomy 21, a pregnant woman can perform a non-invasive prenatal test, which is called a cell-free DNA. The cell-free DNA is a blood work, and this is tested with the mom at 10 weeks of pregnancy. This test checks for the 3 most common chromosomes and also detects the gender of the baby. Another way to diagnose trisomy 21, and it's more accurate, is by direct analysis of the fetal chromosome by karyotype or the DNA microarray, obtaining from the amniocentesis and the choriogonal sample. Nursing interventions. Providing adequate nutrition, assess the child's ability to swallow, provide information of the proper way of giving food, and provide good nutrition counseling. Frequent consultations are a must. Encourage parents to have the children hearing and vision checked regularly. Assess understanding of Down syndrome. Educate the patient about the Down syndrome and care of the child with the disease. Provide emotional support and motivation. The family caregivers need support during these times, and they need strong support and guidance from the time the child is born.
Treatment. There is no single standard treatment for Down syndrome. Treatments are based on each individual's physical and intellectual needs, as well as his or her personal strengths and limitations. People with Down syndrome can receive proper care while living at home and in the community. Treatment continued. Help them to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Stay on top of regular doctor's visits and address any health issues as soon as they appear. Physical or occupational therapy, speech therapy, participating in special education programs in school, treating any underlying medical conditions, wearing glasses for vision problems or assisted hearing devices for hearing loss.
The following video is a very personal story for me. Vinny Torres was once a student of mine and over the years has overcome many obstacles. I chose to show this story to express that people with Down syndrome need to be included and they can actually lead varied, active, and productive lives and achieve many things that are difficult for most of us to achieve. You will see in the video that he continues to be a valued member of the East Union football team and continues to coach even after graduating.
Vinny Torres, then an East Union senior, has Down syndrome and is suited up, practiced, and helped in any way he could with the Lancers all season.
Ever since he was little, he's been very, physical. We would go to games ever since he was a freshman and watch these kids that I didn't know yet.
The East Union football team sideline was quiet and solemn. After earning a rare trip to the playoffs, the Lancers were deep into the fourth quarter and were being routed by host Del Campo of Fair Oaks in their first round Division III playoff game.
We would do things in practice to kind of give them the spotlight in practice because we never expected it to happen in the game time.
The mood and the night changed in an instant when Vinny Torres was brought in for his first and only varsity carry.
The night of the game, I'm like, man, something magic is going to happen here. I don't know what it's going to be. Something's going to happen here. And I'm thinking, man, what if Vinny went in the game,
I turn to Vinny and I see him. I say, hey, are you ready? And he just kind of looks at me like, yeah, I'm ready. And
they're putting Vinny in. And I look at the field and I see Vinny running out. And I just thought I needed to be on that field too. I was just right alongside him. I jumped the fence and started. And I couldn't even hold my camera. I was shaking so much. To me, it wasn't even possible for him to ever play in a play, let alone, be the star of the game in my eyes. The heart that these young men have for my son is unbelievable. He never looked as special. He looked at, another young man with the love of football in his blood.
Vinny Torres is the record's Heart and Hustle Award winner for the 2016-2017 school year.